What the company doesn't stress is plain to see. Its Megid oil field lies within shouting distance of the Israeli separation barrier. Though the Israeli government won't talk about it, by many estimates, only 20% of the oil field is inside Israel, the rest extending into the occupied West Bank. Palestinian experts suspect the Israelis have already begun drilling into their territory.
They have made a horizontal excavation in the Megid 5 and Megid 4, but they have a problem. They need to extend, more and more inside the West Bank into the east. And I think that this is the main reason why the Israelis, they are asking for land swap in this area.
The Palestinian government says it's helpless to stop the Israeli project despite provisions in the Oslo Accords for continuing cooperation in energy development. The World Bank has reported that the Palestinian Authority stands to increase its gross domestic product by at least 1/3 and reduce its dependence on international aid if Israel allowed it to fully exploit the natural resources on what the bank calls restricted land like this.
We're on our way to meet Jeffrey, who's the Israeli CEO for Zion Oil and Gas. This is an American-based company, and we're going to meet him in the Bet Shean Valley. This is sort of through the Jordan Valley in the northern part of Israel. This is a very promising site for finding or oil or gas right inside of Israel.
Hey!
So this is it, huh?
Monty, how you doing, man?
Good, good. This is the place, huh?
This is it. This is it. Here we are. This is our drilling pad.
This is where it all happened.
Where it happened and it will happen.
We're standing here inside the Jordan Valley, or right next to the Jordan Valley. We're standing on a dirt pad. It seems like there's been a lot of work done here.
This is a drilling pad. For any drilling operations, you have to have a pad, as you see right here. Okay? A few years ago, there wasn't a centimeter here pretty well that wasn't covered with equipment. We took upon ourselves to conduct a 3D survey, 72 kilometers, first time.
And what does that show?
First time in Israel. What does it show? What's 6 kilometers under where you're standing right now, right? And that's why we're here right now, because we are on the verge of drilling our new well, right here. Our founder, John Brown, right? None of us would be here right now if it wasn't for him, okay? Had the vision, and we've been drilling actively since 2005. That's 15 years.
John, thank you again for taking the time. Maybe as a first question, you can start with just sharing the backstory of why you founded Zion Oil and Gas.
Well, see, years ago, God told me to write the vision. It's in Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3. It's clear. It said, write the vision. It will come to pass. So you have to be persistent. And I didn't know at that point it was a 39-year journey. I thought it was a 6-month deal. We're going to go over there and get the oil. And I didn't know there was a journey, a faith journey that I was going to have to face. What that was, I was a new believer, and I thought I was so enthusiastic because, I had God talk to me, man, and that changed my whole life. So, I left my job down there, and took off to Israel. And it's when I went there is when God gave me that vision at the hotel in Tel Aviv. It's all there. His blessing of Jacob, all you got to do is read it. It's the blessings on the head of Joseph. We're on the head of Joseph of Manasseh. Exactly where he told us the oil was is there.
Jeffrey, do you believe we're going to find oil here? I'm looking around. There's the borders on our east, on our north, there are enemies.
We just saw what happened in Beirut. We know what's going further north with ISIS and what happened in Syria. These are our neighbors. You don't choose your neighbors. We are a country that have to have our own resources. The world is going on to renewable and everything such. That's not going to happen tomorrow. Israel truly needs, any industrial nation needs, to have and not be dependent on other countries. We did have a huge find in the Mediterranean offshore, right? But there are security problems with that. If and when we have a discovery here, this will be onshore, right? And it'll be much better protected. So that's why we're here.
So this would be a tool in that direction.
Absolutely.